In the skies of World War II, America built machines of legend, but two fighters stand above all others in the battle for air supremacy. One, a sleek, graceful predator, born from a British Plymouth P-51 Mustang. The other, a brutal, thunderous juggernaut. Thunderbolt. Pilots loved them. The enemy feared them, and historians have debated for decades. Which was America's true king of the skies? Was it the long-range escort that won the war over Europe, or the rugged tank that dominated from the treetops to the stratosphere? Today, we settled the score. Their story starts with completely different DNA. The P-47 was America's heavyweight champion, built around the massive Pratt & Whitney R2-800 double Wasp engine and a super. It was the largest, heaviest single-engine fighter of the war of flying tank. Its mission: high-altitude interception and brutal ground attack. In contrast, the P-51 began almost as an afterthought. Designed in mere months for the British, its genius came later, with the game-changing integration of the British Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. This gave the Mustang a sleek, aerodynamic profile and incredible efficiency. The Thunderbolt was built for sheer power and survival. The Mustang was engineered for range and grace. This fundamental difference dictated their war. So, let's break down the 5 key categories that define an ace-maker. First, speed and altitude. At high altitude, over 30,000 feet, the race is close. The P-47D's supercharger. Let it dominate the thin air, reaching about 426 miles per hour. The P-51D was slightly faster, at around 437 miles per hour. Edge. Mustang, but only just. The P-47 was a high-altitude specialist, while the Mustang excelled across the band. Next, firepower and brute force. Here, the Thunderbolt was a monster, with 8.50 cal machine guns and a colossal ammunition load. It could sustain fire longer. It could also carry 2,500 pounds of bombs and rockets more than some medium bombers. The Mustang was formidable, but lighter armed. Clear edge. Thunderbolt. Then there's survivability. The P-47 earned its nickname Jug, for Juggernaut, for a reason. Its radial engine could absorb shocking damage and keep running. Its rugged construction brought pilots home from missions that would doom a sleeker plane. The Mustang's liquid-cooled Merlin engine was more vulnerable. Single hit to the radiator could be fatal. Massive edge. Thunderbolt. But what about strategic reach? This is where the Mustang changed history. Early P-47s could only escort bombers to the German border. The P-51, with its efficient engine and sleek drop tanks, could fly to Berlin and back. This ended the Luftwaffe's strategy of attacking vulnerable, unescorted bombers. Game-changing edge. Mustang? Finally, dogfight agility. At medium altitudes, the Mustang's lighter weight and laminar flow wing gave it a superior turn rate. It could outmaneuver both the P-47 and German fighters like the Bf-1009. Heavy P-47 relied on a boom and zoom diving attack, using its weight to build incredible speed, then climbing back to safety. Edge in a turning fight. Mustang. So, who wins? The answer lies not in a scorecard, but in the mission. For winning the strategic air war over Europe, the P-51 Mustang was indispensable. It broke the Luftwaffe's back by making the skies safe for bombers deep inside Germany. Its impact was strategic and decisive. For winning the tactical, brutal war of attrition, the P-47 Thunderbolt was unmatched. As the war shifted, the Jug became the supreme ground attack weapon in Europe and the Pacific, destroying more enemy aircraft on the ground and more trains, tanks, and trucks than any other Allied fighter. As P-51 Astone Gentile said, the Mustang was the perfect thoroughbred. But P-47 pilot Robert S. Johnson shot back. You could say the Mustang won the war, and the Thunderbolt allowed the Mustang to win the war. One was the swift sword, the other was the unbreakable shield. America didn't need just one king, it needed this perfect pair. The P-51 was the war-winning strategic champion. The P-47 was the unstoppable, battle-hardened workhorse. Perhaps the greatest testament is that the pilots who flew them would fiercely defend their own, to this day. So I put the question to you, the jury. Cast your vote in the poll above. For sheer impact, Was it the Mustang or the Thunderbolt? Debate it in the comments. Tell us why you chose your king. If you want more Warbird showdowns, like Spitfire vs. Zero, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Until next time, clear skies.